Thanks for joining us for today's program, Elko Live here on KELK. And on this Tuesday, we're getting caught up from the Elko Convention Center, the new E-Center, Everything Elko. Our Convention and Conference Center's Selena Morales. She's the Sales and Event Coordinator for the facility. And welcome, Selena. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm really happy to have you here and with a full list of exciting summer offerings. The E-Center here in Elko is not just a conference center or a meeting place. I mean, you offer so many different things, meetings and services, support, connections. All of it leads to success.
We do. We're a unique spot for sure.
So the E-Center is, of course, booking special events and activities, but they also take a lot of pride in hosting a number of events, including now back for the third annual. Selena, it's already time for Elko PopCon, if you wouldn't mind telling us about that.
Yes, it's crazy. It's here, August 8th and 9th. So we're right around the corner, and it's just an all pop culture event. It's kind of like a Comic-Con. Like you mentioned, it's our third annual, so we're super excited to have it back. It's getting bigger and better by the year. So like I said, it's this August 8th and 9th. It's from noon to 8 p.m. on August 8th and 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's open to the public. This year we're partnering with Ruby Mountain Resource Center. We're asking an entry donation of $5 per person or $20 per family. So if you have a group of, let's say 11, it's just the $20 donation that we are requesting. And then all proceeds will be split 50-50 between the Ruby Mountain Resource Center and us, the Elko PopCon, hopefully bringing 2026, like I said, making it bigger and better by the year. So yeah, it's going to be full of vendors. We have Vendor City going on. That's going to be in the conference center. We have food vendors. We have the Enchanted Forest bar theme this year. So Celebrity Row, panels, and workshops, game rooms. So there's a ton going on for every age group.
Well, in fact, Elko's PopCon, Selena, has really gathered quite a reputation, from what I understand, that some of these artists and celebrities have requested to come because they've heard such great things about us.
Yes, it's wild to think that we're in our third year and we've already had agents reach out to us and say that they are interested in participating. So that speaks volumes of this community because they make it happen.
Elko PopCon, which is coming up August 8th from noon to 8 p.m. and the 9th from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at our very own Elko E-Center. You don't have to come in costume, but a lot of people really enjoy it, both children and adults. There'll be a cosplay costume contest, and something about the first 100 who attend each day get something special. Is that right?
Yeah, we're trying to do a little bit something different this year. So the first 100 donors for each day will receive a special swag bag. So we have a lot of things going into that bag. We have something special and different specifically for this third year. So for every 100 person that comes in through that door is going to get a special swag bag.
Wow, that's great. So get there early and make that contribution to help support Ruby Mountain Resource Center and the future of Elko PopCon. And then tell us about the new technology, too, that's being used. Selena, I understand there's an event app.
Yes. So our marketing manager, Michelle Cromwell, has been working so hard on this app. She was able to find an app. So now you're going to be able to download this. It's in the works, hasn't been released yet, but we're going to be able to download the app. It's going to let you create your schedule, your own itinerary of which panel rooms you want to go to, the times of the workshops, the hours of the event. You're going to be able to upload your pictures while you're at that event so everybody can see them. So it's very, very exciting. This is something new that we're bringing in, and we're so excited to launch it.
Well, thanks, Michelle, for all the hard work in coordinating that and learning a new app and developing and creating it. That's really great to have someone on staff who can do that. So the Elko PopCon is everything pop culture. We just want to emphasize, whether you're a grandparent or a toddler, there'll be something sort of stimulating. I mean, that's part of it. You never know what you're going to see.
Yes, and I want to highlight our cosplay contest, as mentioned. Spread the word. The prize is huge. It's $1,500 for the contest winner. So that's always exciting to see happen. We get people coming from out of town. So if anybody out there wants to submit, submissions are open, and they're going to continue through, I believe, closer towards the end of this month. So, but you can find more information on exploreelko.com. So that's going to tell you when it runs through. But also we're doing a kids costume contest. Just 1 through 10 kind of get their own location of their costume contest. They don't have to be intimidated by the big theater. So they're going to have a walkway and their stage. So it's going to be fun.
ExploreElko.com. There's our great pages attached to the website. That's our Elko Convention and Visitors Authority website, ExploreElko.com. And I wanted to mention, too, just give a shout out to Great Basin College Continuing Education, to Brenda Waters from California Trail Interpretive Center. A lot of separate classes and courses have been happening to encourage people to participate, to help them to create their own cosplay.
Yes, I saw that. That was amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool when the whole community gets involved. So Elko PopCon, it's coming right up, and it's just a great way to send everybody. I guess it's getting close to the end of summer by that time. I don't want to be that person that says, but really, it's a great event to take the whole family to, and something to showcase some of these projects that the youngsters might have been working on with their families all summer long. So in the meantime, because I know we'll be talking again about Elko PopCon as the date draws near, Selena, but there are a couple ways that you can follow along.
Yes, follow us on the Elko PopCon on Facebook and Instagram Elko PopCon as well. So that is where all the updates, our celebrity highlights, and everything's going to be posted.
Thank you, Selena, for, again, the update on that. Right around the corner, August 8th and 9th, it's Elko PopCon, the 3rd annual event. Get details at exploreelko.com. So let's do a little recap, shall we, on one of the biggest events of the year for the community, and something that I know the Elko Convention Center staff is extremely proud of every year, and that's the Elko Mining Expo.
Yes, we just got done with that event. It was a great event. It was huge. We had, more exhibitors and people come through. So we want to just say thank you to everybody who came and supported the event. We look forward to next year, as next year it is our 40th year. So 40th Elko Mining Expo. And we are going to try to do some fun stuff for the 40th year.
Sure. That sounds like a great time. And just again, great planning for that event. I think having a shuttle service from parking over at the Elko County Fairgrounds, I think that really helped, at least something that I noticed, and I work in the vicinity here. It just seemed like folks were getting around a lot easier.
Yes, absolutely. I do think that helped, find parking and having people come over here as well. We also had shuttle for the opening reception, so that was amazing. That was sponsored and was a great thing.
So look forward to the 40th National Elko Mining Expo. It's hard to believe, but it will be coming up, and you already have folks who are reserving for that event, obviously. So, and speaking of, it's hard to believe, but a lot of folks really start their planning now, brainstorming. Groups of people get together, civic groups plan their entries for our very own Festival of Trees, right, Selena?
Yes, that's in December. It sounds like it's far, but it's not. It's right around the corner. We just released the theme. So the theme this year is 12 Days of Christmas. The event's going to be running December 3rd through the 6th this year. And charity partner applications will be accepted starting August 29th, and they will go through October 10th. So you can submit your applications on FOT@elkocva.com. But again, if you go to exploreelko.com, you can find all this information.
We've had some great charity partners in the past, and I think the most difficult thing about Festival of Trees is choosing, narrowing the categories. I noticed that the board, because you do have boards and committees who make these decisions for you, and they spend a lot of time, they do try to rotate folks in and out. So the same charity partner that got it one year might not be getting it the same year. I mean, it depends. They're trying to spread the love around, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they have the hard job of picking, so they get that hard choice. But yeah, they do. They're very good about going through all the submitted applications and making sure that it's going to the right. They're all right, but making sure that they, everybody kind of gets a piece of what the community brings.
And speaking of bringing those donations, they are holiday decorations. They can be wreaths or centerpieces. They can obviously be fully decorated trees. People just go all out for this event. They can be something simple and handmade, or something kind of exotic and pulled together. I do notice there's groups that they love trying to outdo each other each year, but the best news is just that it benefits our local charity partners because all the proceeds from the auctioned decorations go back to these partners. It's divided up.
Yes, yep. So it gets split up between, last year we had 5, I believe, so it just got split up between them. So it'll be the same thing. All proceeds go to these charity partners. So it's definitely a great cause, and it's so fun to watch everybody kind of compete and the bidding wars, and you know that it makes it more exciting because it's going to these charity partners.
And of course, the Elko Conference Center just glitters. It's just beautiful and sparkling with all the excitement. It's a great place to take families, and admission will be free. Obviously, we'll talk more about this. We've got time, but Festival of Trees, the theme has been announced, and it is 12 Days of Christmas. We are visiting today with Selena Morales. She's the sales and event coordinator for our Elko E-Center, the Elko Convention and Conference Centers right here in our community with these special events and one thing after another. In fact, you're also working closely with Elko Area Chamber of Commerce, supporting Billy and her staff. There are many opportunities to engage as a volunteer, for example, to support your local business, whether it's a small business or a large business. And we know that the ECVA serves as a visitor center or a place where you can exchange information too, right?
Yes, of course. That's another exciting thing that Michelle has been working on. We have our events calendar on our website. But now there's an added perk to the chamber members. So if you are a chamber member and you go to the chamber to submit your event, you just have to do one submission. It goes to their website, our website, and it just kind of, everybody has access to the location of this information on either website. So that's a fun collaboration that we're doing with them, is that one-time submission for chamber members. You can obviously still do it on explorelko.com, but it's fun that we can collaborate with the chamber and just give an easy access to the public and everybody around who wants to come to Elko to see what's going on.
And what also is great about that, Selena, is that it should help us with any colliding events, right? When you have kind of one calendar to hang your event on, they share the information, they can help market and get the word out, but then maybe there's less chance of scheduling on top of one another.
Yes, that's what makes it this program so awesome. This calendar doesn't duplicate the events. It kind of picks and pulls from everything around the area, and it posts it just the one time, and it's a free service, so anybody can go and submit their event, whether it's on our website or the chamber, and their event can be posted on there for everybody to see.
So it is a free service, once again, of our Elko Area Chamber of Commerce, the official visitor center located in the Sherman Station alongside our Elko Convention Center, which is known as the E-Center now. Again, take advantage of that. You can visit the website exploreelko.com, I imagine, or elkonevada.com is the chamber website, and then you can get specific email addresses to send that in.
Yeah, so it'll actually, it's a very easy submission. You just put the event name, the location, date, time, hit submit, and we have to review the events. And it takes about anywhere between a day to 5 business days to get reviewed. But once it gets reviewed, it gets submitted, and that's it. Easy peasy. Easy
peasy. We like easy peasy. And then your event can share that space alongside all the other cherished events that the Elko area community has to offer. Something else I've noticed too is that big, beautiful digital billboard. And I've reminded people, Selena, if you're a nonprofit and you have a special event or activity coming up, you can get your event on that billboard too.
Yes, that's another thing that we're here for. If you guys need help with advertising your event, definitely get with Michelle. Like I said, she's our marketing manager. She's amazing at all of our marketing and spreading the word for Elko events. Just give us a call and you want your event posted on that digital billboard, and we can do that.
Selena Morales is our guest as we're talking about all these exciting services, upcoming events, and opportunities at our very own E-Center. Well, speaking of the E-Center, for those who haven't maybe visited in a while or driven past, there are some big noticeable changes.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Specifically the color, and we are transitioning into the E-Center. So it's a soft transition that we're kind of introducing right now. The Elko Convention Center is going to be called the E-Center now. So if you drive by, you will notice that we've got a new color up and some landscaping, changes that are happening. So it's been fun.
It is fun. It's really vibrant and exciting to see those changes to the exterior. And I know that's not all. In previous conversations with your director, Annette Kerr, she and your staff are all working so hard to also afford some of the changes inside that are needed. For example, new seats in the theater.
Yes, so stay tuned. Like I said, we're transitioning to the e-center, so there's gonna be a lot of new changes, updates happening, and it's all gonna be for benefit of the community.
It sure will. We love our e-center. It's one of the most beloved centers, as I mentioned. Well, and I was on hand for the 50th celebration of that. It was so much fun to see people in the community who have been alongside the e-center for this entire 50 years talking about the significance of the center in their lives. As we mentioned, not just for the meetings and important conventions, but for the various services, the special events, the weddings, the memorials. It's just a great place, has a lot of memories.
Exactly. All of it. We do everything and we create memories.
Yes. You can find out more about reserving these spaces, whether large or small. And again, the planning comes with, find out about catering and bar services and just about anything else that you need to make your event successful by reaching out. Now, I didn't mention that too, but Selena, you have a small staff, but you're sales and event coordinator. So it sounds like you might be one of the people that someone would talk to.
I am. So I am front and center. So whether you call or you come in, that I'm going to be the one to greet you. So give us a call, or like I said, stop by, and I'm going to be the one that will be able to help you, whether it's telling you where the best restaurant is in town or telling you what events are going on 6 months from now.
Well, that's a hard job. We have so many best restaurants, but you are the perfect person for this position, Selena. So
thank you.
Yes.
We do. We're a small team, but we do great together.
Yes, Annette is a great visionary leader. I can see that she brings together a great staff. So the other thing that we wanted to mention is we talked about the e-center supporting various events and activities, a great collaborator and partner in our community, and you're helping the Family Resource Center to promote something that I don't know that Elko's ever had before.
I don't think so. I think this is the very first annual tattoo convention, and it's going to be happening here at the E-Center this Friday and Saturday. So this weekend, definitely come by. It's worth a visit. Like I said, it's the very first one. The Family Resource Center is putting it on, and we're just happy that they're having it there at the convention center.
There's also going to be a 5K run, and if you need more information, Family Resource Center, I think it's frcelco.org.
Oh, I don't know for sure.
Okay, but if you Google that, and then make sure that you're looking at the Elko Family Resource Center. But I don't know what other center might be having their first annual. This is the first. They're hoping it's going to be annual. The Tattoo Convention at the E-Center, again, opening Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and then continuing Saturday. Assuming it's free admission, I don't have too many details.
I believe it's a $5 cover charge to go into the convention itself. So yeah, the hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., I believe, both days. So it's a $5 charge. I'm not sure if it's anything else that you might need to know, but the Family Resource Center, if you're on Facebook, look them up as well, because they have all the information on there also.
Well, how exciting. Again, I'm not sure that Elko has seen something like this before, but you can expect to see a lot of talented artists alongside each other, and it'll be an opportunity to check out what's available. I know that getting a tattoo is a very personal experience, and it will be nice for people who are considering that to have this as an option.
Yeah, and they're also going to have other vendors as well. So not all of them are tattooists. I think there's some piercers. There's some people that are going to be selling some stuff. So they did a great job in wrapping up other stuff included in this tattoo convention. So it's worth a visit. Like I said, there's going to be other vendors as well. So it's going to be something new and exciting.
Wonderful. I wonder if they're going to have food trucks.
Oh, I think so.
Okay. All right. You almost can't do an event without any of our fabulous food trucks these days. So that's great. So happy to bring you news. And if I I didn't know about it, and so I apologize if you listening, you knew about it, saying, well, everybody's talking about this, Lori. How did you not know about this? But I really want to help support and promote the first ever tattoo convention at the Elko Convention Center, the E-Center. It is hosted by Family Resource Center. They're doing so many things for the community. They work really hard behind the scenes. I think they just had their big concert.
They're about to, actually. So they're tying it into this. So it's a whole big event. Yeah, they have their concerts going on, the tattoo convention, and the 5K run. So yeah, they're doing it big.
All right, doing it big. It sounds like I better reach out to the Family Resource Center. They do have a board of directors. They're very involved and active in the community, and let's give them a hand, and hopefully they'll have a great first convention, and they'll be able to repeat because it's something new and different for Elko.
Yeah. And Elko seems to do that. We're great at bringing new events. So.
Yep. So if you have a plan or an idea or a vision, you don't have to be a nonprofit. Maybe you're a local business or just getting started in the community. Maybe you've relocated here and always wondered why Elko doesn't have. Well, reach out to Selena Morales, and she's the sales and event coordinator, and she can probably help you coordinate such a thing, right?
I think so.
That sounds great. Well, Selena, it looks like we got to most of your topics today, but I want to make sure, is there anything else that you wanted to add today?
I don't think so. I think we covered a great deal of everything that's kind of going on. I know we're going to visit for future events that are happening, but thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for appearing on the program today. We really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you. I know you'll be hard at work, wrapping up the summer and then heading right into fall and winter events at our E-Center. Thanks, Selena.
Yes, thank you.
And thanks again to all the staff at the Elko Convention Center. Our E-Center is the convention and conference centers with a nice little outdoor plaza that connect the two. ExploreElko.com. They have a huge theater, wonderful meeting spaces for both large and small events. And most of all, you'll find the connections that you need to host a successful event, no matter what the size. Just ask about those professional services that come along with your experience at the Elko Convention Center. ExploreElko.com is the website. Thanks for joining us for Elko Live today, and Selena, we'll see you again.
See you again.